Hey, welcome back to Tech by Pike. Today we have the 2022 version of the Acer Predator Helios 300 gaming laptop. It's been a while since we've had this particular lineup in the studio for review, so we're really excited to have this here. This one comes to us with the 12 Gen i9-12900H processor at 6P80 and 20 threads. Comes with an RTX 3070 Ti, that's 8 gigs of VRAM with Nvidia Advanced Optimus. Also has the 2560 by 1440 QHD display at 240 Hertz, and the max brightness on this guy is 300 nits. 1 terabyte SSD PCIe 4.0, and then it comes with the 32 gigabytes of RAM, that's DDR5 at 4800 megahertz. This one comes with a 1080p camera, which is new. The previous version, I believe, was 720p, so we're really looking forward to checking that out. And then it comes with the new 5th gen Aeroblade 3D fan combined with liquid thermal on the CPU to keep the laptop cool while playing AAA games. Anyway, like I said, we're really excited to have this in the studio today for an unboxing. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we're going to go ahead and unbox this guy. See what we can see here. I'm really excited about checking out this laptop. It's been a while. That looks like we got a box within a box. Very nice. And then you can't see this, but in the box we got ourselves a nice little case here for the laptop. So that's a nice added bonus. I'm going to go ahead and open up the case real quick because that'll be easy. Maybe. It'll be easy. Kind of those neoprene type cases. I don't know if you see that or not, but you can see the little Acer Predator logo here on the case. Let's check out the zipper here. Ooh, nice little stitching there, double-sided. I like that. Nice little accent. Toss that. It's not bad. All right. Set that off to the side here, and let's go ahead and open up the actual laptop box. Let's see if I can do this without cutting myself. All right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and lift this guy out. I think this is the battery pack. Not the battery pack, I'm sorry. The power brick. And then here comes the laptop. Whoops. Totally slammed the camera. Not good. Okay. I like the packaging on this, very industrial looking. Let's go ahead and open up the power brick here. Cable. And the power brick. Boy, that's kind of heavy. Set it off to the side here. Let's open up the power brick first. So this is 280 watts. So that is pretty heavy duty. And then we got our cable here. Let's undo this real quick. Ooh, nice and long too. I like that. Okay, we'll set this off to the side here. And let's go ahead and dive into the laptop. All right. I like that. Looks like we got some more security tape here. And it looks like part of the cloth is hanging out here, so somebody didn't quite pack that all the way in there. So we'll be very careful here so we don't cut anything we're not supposed to. It's a pretty sharp knife, actually. All right. I'm not too fond of the presentation. This thing is sticking out, and this is not covering the whole laptop, so it's not like really in there flush and tight. Nice logo, a little lettering here. It lies within. So we'll pop this out, set it off to the side here because obviously there's some propaganda. Let's open up the propaganda first. So we got our warranty booklet. We have our setup guide, which is really nice. We have some legalese. Put that off to the side. And then we got a little placard here thanking us, dedicated Predator support line, and chat with a Predator line service professional. Predator, that's a weird way to say that. Okay. We're going to set this off to the side. Let's jump into the laptop. It lies within. Okay, so it's got kind of this brushed aluminum look, and then it's two-tone with the Acer logo right there. All right. I'm not sure how much I like that or not. I wish it was more of a just kind of a one tone, maybe matte black. I think this is kind of a dark blue in the light. It looks dark blue. I'm going to put that little out so you guys can see it a little bit better. So we're going to go ahead and lift this up, see if we can do it with one finger, which we can. And I don't know if you noticed that or not, but there's just a little bit of wobble. I'm going to check out the screen here and just see if there's any flex. Very little flex. Very little flex here between the hinges, just towards the middle here. Okay, let's scoot it around so we can check out the lid. There's a little bit of flex on top. Less once you get to the back. Has a nice back end here for the exhaust. We'll open this up. No flex on the palm rest. Just very slight flex on the keyboard. Really good in the back here. You see the speakers here. You have a smart switch here for turbo. The trackpad feels okay. It's decent. And the keycaps themselves, they seem a little bit smaller than the previous version. You got the numpad on the side here. I'm not sure I like this too much. It feels shallow to me. I don't know, slightly shallow. Anyway, not my favorite. But there you go. It's not bad. There's the webcam right there. We'll check that out in the benchmarking video. And okay, not bad. All right, I wanted to check out the laptop before we opened it up with the neoprene case here. Fits nicely, actually. And I probably should have put it back in first, but that's okay. You know, the one thing about these neoprene carrying cases is, for me, they're not very useful. If I wasn't taking the power brick and cables, then I guess I would carry it around in this thing. But since this is a gaming laptop and the battery doesn't last very long when playing AAA games, then I would probably want to carry the power brick and cable with me to keep this thing from draining battery. So in this case, I don't know, these small neoprene cases or carrying cases, I don't know, I don't think they're very practical for a gaming laptop, for me personally. Anyway, just my opinion. All right, let's check out the I/O on this laptop. We're going to start on the left-hand side here. So we start out with the Kensington lock. We have some venting here. Ethernet cable jack. We have a 3.2 type USB-A port, and then we got a headphone jack there. And then on the front, I noticed, and I don't know if you can see this or not, but there is a light bar right here. So I'm guessing that lights up, but it's an interesting placement, because when you set the laptop down, and I know you can't see it, it's actually facing the desk. It's not facing out, so you can't really see it very well, I wouldn't think, unless it gets really bright. We'll find out. Anyway, moving along. On the right-hand side here, we got two more US 3.2 Type A ports, and then we have a battery indicator, light indicator, some more venting, and then my favorite part is the fact that this has some I/O in the back, and that's fantastic. So we got the barrel power cable port. We have a USB-C Thunderbolt 4 port. That's fantastic. We have the HDMI 2.1 port, and then, interesting enough, we have a display port here, which is, I'm not necessarily saying it's uncommon, but you don't see it very often. So anyway, lots of exhaust in the back. Let's go ahead and put it down on the top here on the desk. And as you can see, we have some rubber feet here, and then we have a little bit of a lift in the back where the exhaust comes out. We have some air intake, some venting here. You can see the two fans there. And then we have the two speaker grills and quite a number of screws. We're going to go ahead and weigh this thing, and then we're going to open it up and check out the internals. All right, let's go ahead and weigh this guy. The laptop alone weighs about 5 pounds, 9.8 ounces, and if you include the power brick and cables, you're looking at a whopping 7 pounds, 14.2 ounces. So not exactly light, but there you go. So the one thing that I heard about this laptop is that it was a little bit of a fingerprint magnet, but I gotta tell you, I've tried to really get this thing dirty, and I'm not seeing any smudges whatsoever. Yeah, I keep looking at it and trying to get a good fingerprint smudge going, and I can't. Well, I guess there's a little bit there, but I don't know what others are talking about, other reviewers, but I'm just not seeing it. All right, so Acer made it relatively easy to get the bottom plate off of the laptop so you can take a look at the internals and do some upgrading. 11 screws, they're all Phillip head, and so that's nice. They all come out. And the one thing I like about Acer is they don't hide one of them under some kind of a security tape, like MSI, for instance. Let's go ahead and pick this up here. You got the 4 rubber feet, like I mentioned. We have the speaker grills here on either side. All right. All right, we'll set that off to the side here. All right, the first thing we see here is our 90-watt battery. We have our Wi-Fi 6E card, And then we have our primary 1 terabyte SSD. And from what I understand, this SSD has incredible read and write speeds. And so we're going to go ahead and test that out in our benchmarking video. We have our secondary SSD slot for more storage. And then we have a couple dedicated pipes, heat pipes, and some shared with the fan and the GPU and CPU. So that's great. Keep this laptop cool while playing AAA games. And then the memory is underneath here, and I will tell you there is a small little screw, it's a Phillip head, that keeps this thing in place. So we'll just lift it up. This is 32 gigs, so 16 gigs per each DIMM. And I believe this can be upgraded to 64, but don't quote me on that. I'll check it out for the benchmarking video. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put this back together, and then I will have some initial thoughts. So that is the Acer Predator Helios 300 gaming laptop for 2022. This thing has a lot of potential. The chassis is very, very sturdy. I like the big exhaust in the back, plenty of I/O. Some of it is in the back for better cable management. The only thing I didn't really like about this laptop was the keyboard itself. It seemed a little hollow, a little slushy in my opinion. But other than that, this particular laptop has a lot of potential. Unfortunately, we couldn't power it up. I thought that maybe I had jostled something in the internals, so I cracked it back open and took a look. Nothing. Looked out of place. Everything seemed fine with this laptop. And not only that, a couple of the lights powered on, like the turbo light and the power light here, but it wouldn't kick on all the way. It wouldn't boot. So anyway, after all that, we were not able to turn it on and take a look at some of the gaming aspect of this particular laptop, and that is unfortunate. So we're going to go ahead and return this and exchange it out for the same laptop so we can actually get some benchmarking in for this particular lineup. Anyway, unfortunate. So look for that video later down the road, because it is going to be a few weeks before we get to it, since we have to return it and get one shipped to us. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this from Tech by Pike, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it. Helps the channel. Not only that, gives us an opportunity to bring more videos like this to you, and hopefully they will not be dead on arrival every time. Anyway, we'll see you in the next one.